I was given one order. 6 words.
Find her. Kill her. Leave nothing behind.
The mission briefing was 6 words long. Infiltrate. Eliminate. Leave no trace behind. Commander Harlan Voss read it twice in the dim blue light of the dropship, the words burning into him like a brand. He had carried out 43 missions in his 14 years of service. He had never flinched. He had never hesitated. He had never once questioned the order that came from above. Tonight, that would change. The alien vessel had been hovering above the Caspian Basin for 31 days. No weapons had been fired. No transmissions had been decoded. No contact had been attempted by either side, because the Council of Earth had already decided what they feared most, that the Queen aboard that ship was building something, planning something, and powerful things, the Council believed, were best destroyed before they became unstoppable. Harlan's squad of 8 dropped through the cloud cover in silence. The ship was enormous up close, pale and crystalline, almost biological in structure, like something grown rather than built. Its surface shimmered faintly, as though it breathed. He pressed 2 fingers to his earpiece. Delta team in position. Beginning breach. He did not wait for a response. The inside of the ship was nothing like he expected. There were no guards at the first corridor. No sensors. No alarms. Just long, luminous hallways that curved gently upward, lit by soft pulses of blue light that ran along the walls like a heartbeat. The air smelled of cold water and something older, ancient, impossible to name. His squad moved fast. His second-in-command, Reyes, stayed close at his shoulder. Too quiet, Reyes muttered through a clenched jaw. Where are the drones? Where are the sentinels? Keep moving, Harlan said. They reached a wide chamber at the ship's heart in under 6 minutes. The door dissolved before them. Not unlocked, not forced open, simply dissolved, as though it had been waiting for them. Inside stood nothing but light. And her. She was taller than he expected. Her skin was pale as frost, her eyes a deep, depthless silver. She wore no armor, only robes of layered blue that moved like water even when she was perfectly still. Her white hair fell over her shoulders, and atop her head sat a crown so thin it was almost invisible, a filament of metal catching the light. She was looking directly at him. Not at his squad. Not at the weapons. At him. Harlan raised his rifle. His squad followed. 8 barrels trained on one still figure, who did not move, did not flinch, did not even blink. Your Majesty, he said in the alien tongue he had spent 6 months learning. I have been ordered to. I know why you came, she said. Her voice was low and even. Not afraid. Not angry. Certain. The way a person speaks when they have already seen every possible version of a moment and have made peace with all of them. Harlan's finger rested against the trigger. Then you know I don't have a choice. You are here because your leaders fear what they cannot control, she said. She took one slow step toward him, and he noticed her hands, open, empty, raised just slightly at her sides. A gesture so human it made something pull tight in his chest. I've been here for 31 days. I have attempted no aggression. I have asked for nothing. I have only waited. For what? The word escaped him before he could stop it. She looked at him steadily. For someone to ask. The silence that followed was long and absolute. Behind him, Harlan felt Reyes shift his weight, the small restless movement of a man waiting to fire. Outside, somewhere deep in the ship, something hummed softly, like a chorus breathing. You came alone, Harlan said slowly. No fleet behind you. I came alone, she confirmed. My people sent me because I asked to come, because I believed, despite everything your world has broadcast into the dark, that there was still someone listening. Someone who would choose differently. He stared at her. at the steadiness in her silver eyes, at the complete absence of fear. He thought about the council, their faces behind their long glass table, their voices smooth and certain as they handed him the mission that would end a species-only ambassador. He thought about the ship outside, still hovering, patient, its lights pulsing like a living thing. He thought about 31 days of silence that they had called a threat. Slowly, Harlan lowered his rifle. "Stand down," he said. Reyes hesitated. "Commander." "I said stand down." His voice was quiet. It was not a request. One by one, his squad lowered their weapons. The silence stretched out, fragile and enormous. He walked toward her. She did not step back. When he stopped, they were close enough that he could see the faint light that moved beneath the surface of her skin, slow and deep, like bioluminescence in dark water. "I can't promise you what happens next," he said. "When I call this in, there will be consequences." "I know," she said. And there was something in her eyes, not gratitude, not relief, but a sorrow so old and so composed that it looked almost like wisdom. "Then why do you look like you were expecting this?" The Queen regarded him for a long, quiet moment. "Because," she said, "I have made this offer to 3 worlds before yours. And on each one, there was always one soldier who chose to listen." She reached out slowly and placed her hand against his armored chest, above the heart, and held it there. "You are not the first," she said softly, "but you may be the last chance." Harlan stood in the center of that quiet, breathing ship, with 31 days of silence behind him and the weight of a world pressing down from above, and he made a decision. He reached up and switched off his communication link. Whatever came next would not be decided by the council tonight.